up, everybody? Welcome back to another adoring episode of Manga and Ramen. So today we're going to be talking about some rumors that's floating around the internet. I'm quite sure a lot of you probably heard about DBZ.
Or Dragon Ball Super.
Yeah, or Dragon Ball Super, what that guy said.
Yeah.
So,
first of all, let's address the elephant in the room. As you can see, we're wearing the same shirt because he's a copycat.
Yeah, stop
and he decided to wear the same exact thing as me.
Okay, whatever.
We actually went to a pretty cool event in Atlanta, Georgia. It was Access Replay, and they were giving away these shirts for free. So we got them. Shirt is super comfortable, and that's why I wore it. I don't know why he wore it, but clearly it was to be just like me.
Hey,
and here we are.
Just one of those days. All right, moving on.
Another thing I want to address. In the last episode, you guys might have seen someone wearing glasses. What an imposter. I'm the only guy with glasses on this show. Who does he think he is? You put that camera on my face. Who does he think he is? Anyway, moving on. Back to the Dragon Ball Super rumors.
So, the rumors are, Dragon Ball Super is supposed to start back up in July, but
fantastic if that's true.
But then there's some other stuff that's not going to be called Super anymore. It's going to be called Ultra or something like that. Like
possibilities.
Yeah, who knows about that?
Well, if Dragon Ball Super does come back in July, which I hope is the case. Obviously, see that. What I like what that does is for us this year. I know in the beginning of the year we were worried about My Hero not coming back till October. We had to wait till April for One Punch Man, but here we are almost in April.
Oh yeah,
One Punch Man
almost
will be out. If we get Dragon Ball in July, that gives us
we got plenty of time.
And we've had good animes earlier this year, Dororo, and we had of course Promised Neverland just recently ending. Yeah. So it's not like we've been lacking in good anime to watch, and this just makes it even better.
Oh, don't forget about the Rise of the Shield Hero. That anime.
I've been meaning to check out.
Oh my god, it's top. It's pretty good.
We can talk about that in another episode because I want to watch it and I want to dive into it a little bit because I know absolutely nothing about it right now. But from you were talking about it when we were at the event in Georgia, people were talking about it. So people are talking about this anime and I need to check it out. But here's my thing. If we do get Dragon Ball Super back in July, which story are they going to be telling? Are we going to get a retelling of the Brody movie like they did with Resurrection F and Battle of the Gods?
I mean, I would hope not because we kind of already had that. We already know where Broly stands.
Right.
I would lean towards more of them explaining more about the gods.
That would be cool. We get if
because I mean like where else is there? What else is there for them to do? But explain this.
I mean, maybe they could, dive a little deeper into Broly growing up. I mean, we did get a kind of like a time skip in the movie, when he was a kid, as he got older. So maybe he fought someone in that time period, like a stronger being that we don't know about yet. So they can do a little more of a Broly story.
Yeah, they could.
And they can flesh that out a little bit. So I think that'd be pretty cool. But I don't want to even if you look at the previous how Super started, it started back with Battle of the Gods.
Yeah.
I don't want it to go through that same sort of retelling of the movie and then through Resurrection F and all that stuff too. I'd rather it give us a fresh new story. But if we do fill in that gap, I'm cool with that. I can take it doesn't have to be the full season of that. But some episodes can focus on that and others can kind of move forward. So maybe after the Tournament of Power and here's everyone now and blah 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 blah. So something like that.
Yeah, that'd be dope. But I mean, who would be the villain?
So if I don't want to spoil the manga, but there is a new villain. There is a new villain in the manga.
But will they follow the manga? I mean,
they could. Yeah. I mean, they could do that, and then possibly show us this new villain, see what he's all about. I mean, he looked like a pretty cool dude. Yeah, I know. Yeah, a cool bad guy, but
I mean, I heard something that he had some type of ties to Majin Buu.
Yeah, I think it was ties to a long time ago. So he's been around for a while. He's been locked away, so they can bring him into the series.
That could be interesting.
So something like that. There's stories they can tell, I'm sure, but it's just if they want to focus on those stories.
Yeah, and then they stop to explain what happened to the other planets that just magically disappeared.
Right, those two. So
other universes.
I'm hearing another rumor as well of an actual Dragon Ball movie, a new Dragon Ball movie coming out. I just heard about this a couple of days ago.
That'd be dope.
But what I'm hearing the story in this one's going to be is the Saiyans from Universe 7 going over to the Saiyans in the other universe and interacting with. It's supposed to be a movie about that and how Vegeta interacts with them because he's supposed to be the Prince of all Saiyans. So he still has that sort of arrogance to him, but he's in another universe. So a movie around that could be pretty cool. That way we get introduced to a lot more Saiyans. I mean, we got to see some of them, in the Tournament of Power. We got to see some of them in the Tournament of Power and stuff like that, but to get a full movie on them and other Saiyans, there's a whole...
to be real, the Saiyans that were in the Tournament of Power, man, they have way too much potential.
A lot of potential.
They have way too much. It's like, they went from Super Saiyan
Nothing.
Saiyan 1. They went from nothing to 3. You know, Kaba.
Confused.
Yeah, Kaba's a little on the slow side, but I mean,
Well, maybe he's.
I mean, man. I mean.
But imagine
I would hate to see I would hate to see how they're going to be after some good amount of training.
So so now imagine they have the experience from Tournament of Power. They're back on their own planet. They can tell other Saiyans about it because they're not used to seeing Super Saiyans and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, back in their universe. So a whole planet full of that. And if
You're right.
7 Saiyans go there, imagine look how strong Brody was progressing in the Brody movie. Like how strong he was getting, from level to level as they were fighting him.
That was amazing.
There's so much potential for an evil Saiyan to be there.
Yeah, you're right.
For them to fight him in a movie. So that could be a cool movie. And I would like them to explore that universe with more Saiyans and see more of that.
That actually would be kind of nice because then now they give you a sort of feel of how in Universe 7 Saiyans never progressed because they had that hatred and and their arrogant traits holding them back. But these Saiyans on their hands are good, so they.
Yeah, I mean they show how bad. If you
I think that would be very interesting.
Movie, the Saiyans were terrible people. They were taking over whole planets to sell them. Like these guys were horrible. They needed to be wiped out. I mean, come on, they were terrible.
Kind of had it coming to you. You know, so.
I mean, the karma in that movie. My goodness, these freaking guys are just selling off planets like slave traders. So if the universe, if they're not like that. That's what they were like. I mean, they were going to take over.
They're getting that Christopher Columbus on.
So another thing up. So, obviously having all these good Saiyans in one place, and then for them to just evolve more and more and more, I wonder how much that would push. And of course, it's all just speculation, but how much that would push a Goku or Vegeta to get even stronger.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, if they wanted to bring in their new forms into this movie, because in the Dragon Ball Broly movie, we didn't see Ultra Instinct. So
we did see Ultra Instinct.
If they made another movie, they could, dive into Ultra Instinct a little bit more, maybe. Vegeta's blue form, all this stuff, like his Limit Breaker form, stuff that they could use against actual.
I would say stop doing that to Vegeta, man. Stop giving him stupid things called Limit Breaker.
Well, here's the thing, I'm not too upset about that. He needs to have his own unique identity.
Yeah,
he doesn't just need to say, okay, Goku goes into Ultra Instinct, so Vegeta goes Ultra Instinct. No, let them have their differences. And as we see, Ultra Instinct is not unbeatable.
Yeah.
So Vegeta's, Limit Breaker, who knows? Maybe he could overpower Ultra Instinct to a point where it forces Goku to go even stronger. We don't know. There's no saying Vegeta's weak or anything.
Yeah.
It's not like Ultra Instinct beat Jiren by itself.
But the one thing I really want to see, if they really are bringing back Dragon Ball Super, I want to see Gohan, man. I want to see Gohan actually do some real stuff. I want to see him get stronger. I want to see him cross the lines of at least Super Saiyan 3 or something.
It would be cool to see him go Super Saiyan 3, but it's just Gohan is like a crowd favorite, but he's not at the same time because the way they just push him off,
they pushed him off.
The Cell Saga obviously was definitely a favorite.
Yeah,
but then it's just progressed. It just
they killed
lesser and lesser part of the story.
Yeah, they killed him in Blue Saga.
His storyline, and it's just why? For our character with so much potential, and he was young. He was like a teenager in the Cell Saga. He had so much more room to grow, but then they just hard-nosed focused on Goku and Vegeta getting stronger and left everyone in the dust. Yeah. Gohan should at least at this point have gone Super Saiyan 3. Yeah. He doesn't have to have Ultra Instinct. He doesn't have to have a Limit Breaker. Even let him go Super Saiyan God, like Vegeta went.
I don't know. Let him go Super Saiyan 4 or something. Give him that.
Make his identity a little different as well. I mean, even Trunks. Everybody loves Trunks, but he had the half gold, half blue form. He had his own thing. Gohan is still, he just gets beat up in a fight. And it's come on, why?
True.
Why do this to this character? Of course, I don't want to rag on Gohan too much. I really love Gohan as a character, but they just need to do better.
He needs to do way better.
Anyway, you guys know how we feel about these rumors, or if they are coming up. Of course, there's rumors around every anime. We hear rumors about Bleach anime coming back all the time. Hopefully that happens. Fingers crossed.
2020.
Let us know what you guys think, and until next time, Matane.